All right. Back into the OXBOW we are. All right, we're continuing to expand. Continuing to expand and grow and doing some things. If you hear that chirping in the background, those are my baby chicks that I have getting ready for the spring here. So they'll be providing some very interesting sound to our stream here. I don't think anybody's going to object. All right, so this is the new phase of the development down here. So looking at the map, you can see I've got it kind of laid out. Not set in stone, but probably going to be, because I'm not seeing much of an alternative to how I want to make changes. The terrain is difficult, for sure, so it adds a great deal of complexity. This area up in here was a lot more forgiving as far as placement and things. So we're going to keep going and keep doing what we do. To give you an idea of where we stand, we currently have a population of 105, which is kind of low given the age of the settlement compared to, let's say, if I was playing on the valley or something. I would typically have a higher population than this. But I'm kind of planning for expansion. So if we look at where we're at here, we've got a lot of kids. This is mine, the oldest, 12. So we're still a few years away from them becoming apprentices in any of the workshops, and we're still quite a ways away from them becoming adults and getting their own house. But we are planning for that expansion, which is why this whole new area. So all of this is going to be basically inhabited by the children as they grow up. So we're going to have to keep building this out. I do have my settings set to fast crafting and fast building. That way I don't have to punish you all by making you wait for me to build something or craft. So we're going to keep going. So it's winter. What year is it? Year 15. So year 15 of winter. I've got this house that I've started working on and this one. Just completed this house right here. So we're ready to have that get moved in by somebody. I've got to do a lot of decoration. So I'm going to work on that as well. I've got to keep that going. So this whole new section over here, this is the tavern. I've got that made. This is going to be the food storage. This is a kitchen, some housing back here. Buried back here, some more housing. This is going to be a sewing hut, I think. Yeah. And we've got the barn, or not barn, but the resource storage. And this is going to be a smithy. So a little, a little production area nestled back over here. And what else have we got? We've got this one, which is kind of a placeholder. I might do it. I might not. It's hard to say. And back over here, we have another windmill. This is going to be a large agricultural area, basically. Lots of fields, orchards, that kind of thing. Because this whole sloping terrain right there just wasn't real conducive to building structures on. They just didn't look good. So I had to push that down. So this is going to be a hops field. In fact, I'm going to have to go buy some hops. I might do that pretty soon. What time of day is it? No, I'm not going to do it today. It'll be too late by the time I get over there. But I'm going to fill that with hops, and that'll help the beer production. Oh, there we have the baby cheeps. It's spring, and I had to get some new chickens. So I got some new chicks. So you might hear them in the background here periodically, making their little noises. So there's going to be some more housing. You know, one of the really interesting things about this map, this particular area, is that this little section right here, I am very certain that this is going to be a mine, or was intended to be a mine, and it just wasn't put in. I am very optimistic that it will be a mine. A buildable mine, I should say, because if you look at the map, there's this section of mine, but it loops through and ties into this. This one that's part of Skowkie. This is unbuildable, though. I can't put a mine here, which means I can't put workers in it. Thankfully, we have a mine up here that I can put workers in, but I think this is going to be a mine too at some point. So I'm kind of prepared for that, kind of anticipating that happening, which means I may end up making this more of a production style of things over here, as far as like smithies and stuff. I might change that up. Some more smithies in there. I think that'll probably be pretty cool. But I'm looking forward to that changing. Just have to wait and see what happens. So this is where we stand. This is where we are. This is going to be big fields because it's just too hilly to put a house on. I could probably put one up here. It just gets a little too iffy, too sketch. You could see I could put one right there maybe that has the stone foundation, but it would be a loner kind of off on its own. Not sure I'm gonna go into that yet. But this is going to be another tavern up here. Kind of on its own. I don't know. I could make it houses. I'm not sure yet. Not committed to it, not set in stone. We're just going to play it out and see. Probably most of these other houses, though, are going to be built up, and I'll probably continue with them. So one of the things we have to do is we got to sell some stuff, make a little bit of money. I got to continue building these houses over here, so I'm going to start whacking on that a little bit. I don't think I have a whole lot of stone. I did change my stone production. I think that house needs more logs, so I'll grab a few of those and probably throw those in. I'll grab 48 for now. That'll probably be good. I need to get my horse. Need to get my horse. I'm getting too heavy. So if you're just joining us, like I said earlier, working on these for the new folks, for the kids that are going to be growing up and coming of age. They're going to need homes. And we're going to need something good. Something for everybody. This is the new expansion area. Oh, I think I'm going to change this window back. Make that a solid. I might mess up on one of these. That's pretty common. Common thing for me to do. This one is that. So let's make sure everything's stone. I'm not going to have all of my population be at the max as far as when we look at their mood. Just because I can't put everybody in a house. There's a really good portion of my homes that are just a simple house. A lot, probably majority. Well, maybe not majority as I scroll through there, but a lot. So I'm not going to be able to get their mood up to 100%. I don't think. I think you have to have them in a house for it to be 100%. I could be wrong. Maybe enough insulation and decorations, even in the simple house, might be able to get their mood up. But I don't have those done. I don't have all the decorations done yet either. So that's another thing that I probably need to work on. So let's see. That one's missing planks. Let's grab those. I know I can do that. That's more than we need for one house and a little bit extra that we can throw into this new house that we started working on. Do our little sideways shuffle here, speed us up. Hey, Venger, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. The Bob Ross of video games. Hey, that's not a bad. It's not a bad little title to have. I'll tell you. Oh, I guess I could put logs into this one. I didn't know these were missing. Is that the only one that needs a log? No. So we need two. So we need two logs in that one to finish it up. What kind of workbench are you working on there in the shop? What kind of shop is it? All right, so we got some more planks. Got enough to finish off, I think, this building. There's my little cheaps again. Oh, what am I missing? Oh. Did I just use my logs wrong? I hope not. No, okay. It needed a lot more than just those. So I messed up. I needed more logs. Or did I mess up? Yeah, one more log. Let's grab some stone and some logs, or a log. We'll get going. Ooh, Leatherman multi-tool. I've got a couple of those laying around. One was always on my hip when I was in the army. Always there. Uh-oh. My computer just did some interesting things there. So I have 60 plank on me, so I'm done with the plank. Grab a log. And as much stone as I can carry. Venger, is this a hobby, or is this a little side job that you do leathercraft for? I've always wanted to do some sort of leathercraft stuff, but I've just not made the time or the material and supplies for one. Haven't achieved that. Get some more stone. Plus, it's getting late. I think I'll just go to bed. Wait for the new day. That way, everybody can see clearly. Not so dreary. Well, it's a good skill to have, regardless, because fine leathercraft is something that just is, well, expensive if you find it, but if you're not able to do it yourself. But even just something as simple as a belt, a good quality belt. I don't know if it's the difficulty in achieving the, getting the materials, the good quality materials, or the skill. I guess anything's not as cheap as it used to be, right? Everything's more expensive nowadays. Let's see, I need more stone. Yeah, any tools in general. You find yourself getting tools for just whatever in life that you come across, and you you just get to a point where you accumulate a lot. But getting into those more skilled crafts, yeah, it's not cheap to get into. I think I'm gonna have to only do a little bit of stone. I think this will be my last run this season. I need my folks to accumulate some more. I think they get probably close to 170 stone per season at this point, which is a pretty fair amount. But when you have all this construction to do, you really burn through some materials fast. Yeah, the shoes and boots. I've watched a few YouTube videos of some people that do that, and that is just, man. When you watch other people do it, they make it look easy, but the practice of it, it's got to take some time to learn that to really get used to it. The knowledge that goes into for being a cobbler, making shoes, you know, there's just it's a simple thing when you think about it. It's just layers of material put in various ways and for the sole, and then you've got the leather that goes to encompassing the actual shoe or boot itself. But I guess it hasn't changed a whole lot over the years. It seems like from what I've seen from videos, they people doing work on shoes and boots that are like 50 years old. It hasn't really changed that much in that time period. But yeah, there's a lot of skill and knowledge behind all that. Yeah, terms, yeah, for sure. Just not even knowing the vocabulary that you need. It's like it's like anything. I mean, you could equate that to meat. Not knowing the kinds of meat if you're going to be a butcher. Just even learning that the vernacular, what cuts are what, or what cuts from come from where. But then when you're trying to get materials in order to do what you want to do, and same thing can be done with woodworking and anything else. The types of wood and whether it's a heart cut or I'm ignorant of all that too, so I couldn't even explain that even further. All right, I think we're done for stone. I'm going to let that chill for a little bit. So we've got a couple of houses made, so we've made some progress. I could go into planks, but I think I'm going to go into town and sell some stuff. Make a little bit of money for the season. And let's see, maybe I'll probably encounter some bandits along the way. Trousers have been my option for making money this time around. I've got them being sold in my market, but I'm going to grab a handful here. And I'm going to get some grain to throw in with it. Probably rye. I think I have the most rye of anything. Actually, I have a fair bit of oat here. I'll take about 1,500 or so. That should be plenty. That's just to once they buy my trousers, they'll have just a little bit of coin left in their purses at each market. So plot my course. I'll hit Piastovia first. So I go to each one of the villages when I'm looking to sell. I think it's probably like 28K. I think I come out with if I sell at every single little town, which is okay. It's not great. I'm at the point now where I'm really not kind of stopping at these loot spawns. It's just, it's not worth my time. Making too much money elsewise. Check the little migrant population here, though. See if we have anybody of particularly exceptional skills that I might be tempted to recruit. But I'm building that new section mostly for all the kids that are going to be coming of age. I'm still about 6 years away from anybody needing their own house. Oh, I can't steer my horse. Keep running into stuff. Buy my trousers and my oak grain. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to buy some more figurines. I give them to the children in the town, in my town, and also my own child. So, get a couple presents for people. Try to make everybody a little happier. I just hit her earlier. Yeah, I did. I'm waiting for the other guys to show up. I'll go hit the, well, here's one. Hit the tavern keeper here real quick. Well, no. Here we go. Price is so low. Let's see. Is he around the back? Hello there. We are prospering. We are prospering. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, I should have probably drank a little something. See, I'm going to take the traveling cart. I'm going to just head over to Astoya and then Klonika, and then I'll go back to Skalki. Just makes things easier. Let's go to Astoya. Thank you. Should be able to run over here and sell some more stuff. Let's see. Thank you. Only the best. And let's see, can I find the fisherman guy? Wrap this up here. I don't have any decorations that I need for fish, so I'm not going to buy any fish right now. And we'll take the cart over to the northern town. I need a ride. We're going to go to Klonika. Let's go. Are you out back? Hello. Salty pretzels. Get your salty pretzels. Thank you. I am well, sir. Want you to buy my pants. Oh, a little snowman. I should be making one of those myself. Let's see. Where's the craft guy? Oh, he's over here. Oops, too far. Bye-bye. We'll go back to the traveler cart. Take that down to Skouky. Hey, he's doing a jig. It's an interesting little dance you got going on there, bud. Skouky. Bing, bing, bing. Ring the bell. It is me again, selling more pants. Thank you. Ooh, I might run out of pants. One more stop to make. Yep, I'm back with pants. All right. Hello, horse. And we'll get back to town. You know, I just noticed something. This fence is a regular stone fence, but then it's got this little column on the end that you get from the iron fences. So, well, let me build here to show. How did they achieve that without the iron fence? I want to do that. I want to make those things. You know, there's a lot of things that I wish they would have implemented when they implemented all this other stuff. Yeah, Venger, the live stream will be listed under the live tab, so you can come back and watch it anytime you want to. You just have to find the live tab in the top of your YouTube menu, and you'll see all my live streams there, archived back. So I appreciate your view. Yes, enjoy your day, most definitely. Get out and make the best of it. Get back over here to town, see what we can do. We've sold our stuff. I need a drink too. Let's drop off our trousers. Cheers, buddy. Thanks for watching. Let's see. Get our oak grain. So we sold a good bit of stuff. Get that in there. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to buy hops. I want to go back. I might go back. It's a quick ride. Fortunately, too, I just remembered or realized that by taking the traveling cart, we avoided all the bandits, and I do enjoy shooting bandits in the face. Let's see if there's one up here. Trying to ambush us as we leave our town. No bandits today. Hey, Beast Bunny. Thanks for joining us. I still haven't got that drink yet. Thirsty. What I was saying back in Skalky, though, I interrupted myself, I think. The decorations. There's lots of decorations that I wish they would have implemented with this update. I really appreciate the decorations that they provided, but, you know, when you look at things like the barrels, and you can only make the barrel with the closed lid, it would be really nice if you could make open barrels, and then you could put, you know, fishing spears or bows or something that would stick up out of the arrows. That would be really cool. I think you sell hops, don't you? How many do I need? You only have 12, so that's how many I need. Probably need some other things too, but we can save it as another excuse for later, or some other time to come back. Yeah, there's so many things. Stairs that we can't make. There are a couple types of fences that we can't make, I think. There's so many things that I just wish we had just free reign over. Of all the things that you see in the game, I just wish we could do all of it. Just to make things look so much better. So much more diversity. Head over here to the new section where our hops field is. That and these iron fences. I'm not a real big fan of the iron fences. They only look good if they're perfectly flat, or relatively flat, I should say. Let's do hops. Because they're built like they are done in panels. Like if you were to build a fence, like pre-made panels, they don't lean with the terrain. Oh, did I miss that? So it's weird. Yes, a multi-story house would be awesome. That was one of the comments I made on one of the forums somewhere. I can't remember, but like if we could have like a manor house, you know, the Lord's Manor, so to speak, or something like that, that would be really interesting. Something to differentiate. Like if you look at if anybody's played Life is Feudal, the different kinds of houses that they have would be incredible. If you could use one of those as a lord's house, that would be really, really amazing. The multi-story tiered houses that kind of at the higher elevation, they kind of stick out a little bit, you know, from the base level. So what's the terminology for that? My brain went gone. Cantilever? I think it's cantilever. All right, what else are we doing here? We've got a little bit of wine, so we're still doing wine production. See, I've got so many fishing spears that I've just collected. I've not made a single fishing spear, but I just have so many. I'd love to throw them in a barrel as decoration somewhere. I think that'd be really nice. I think production-wise, I'm doing pretty good on everything. I haven't checked food for a while. Maybe I'll head over there and see. Because I have a feeling I have to free up some buckets of soured milk. That seems to be a thing that I just ignore too much. So I'm probably going to have a few buckets that I need to make into quark. Yeah, I've got some soured milk. Oh man. Don't have enough. I don't have that much milk. Maybe hmm, I'm not sure how much I can make. Let's just grab as much as we can carry. Let's grab our milk. Yeah, that's putting us too far over the edge. Let's throw half of this back. Nope. Nope. Okay. I guess that's what we're going to do. Get over here, make some quark and cheese. There's two people in there. There are two people in here too. There are. Sorry, I need this. Oh, that's a lot of quark. And I do have fast crafting on. That way we're not going to sit here all day and wait for 250 quark, which is kind of a cheat in a way, I guess, right? It'd probably take me the rest of the season to craft out 250 quark, so that is a little cheaty. That's a lot of quark. Yeah, I'm going to leave that for. I'm just going to make the quark, free up the buckets. Although I probably have plenty of buckets, I'm probably not picked up too much. It's taking up my weight so much. All right. Oh, excuse me. All right. We're going to go back to the first year so we can see what this looked like. So this was my first building back here. I think I might have been muted, and I think I unmuted when I wasn't supposed to unmute back there just a minute ago, but just to see where we stand. So this was the first buildings that I put down. Not quite sure of where exactly I wanted to build, but I knew I wanted to come up here to this top part. Oh, I'm heavy with something. That's why I'm running slow. And I started clear cutting this whole area so you can see what this used to look like. So as a reference, my stable is right in here. My stable's right here from the I guess, latest save. And the tavern is right here. Just to get an idea of what this terrain was like. But you can see the pine trees. There's so many pine trees here. And that's one of the things that I really liked. Excuse me. I really liked the number of trees. So like you can clear cut all these pines and you're going to have tons of logs starting off. And it allows you to get to that point where you have the woodworkers, the wood cutting, wood choppers. I don't know what it's called. Wood hut. Gives you some time to get that going because they don't really collect a whole lot when you're starting off. It takes a minute for them to get geared up and get going before they start producing a lot of logs. So you really do have to have a lot of trees if you're going to build pretty effectively. So, but this whole section in here, I don't know. I mean, you can just kind of see lots of trees, relatively flat. You got to get creative with the hills and things of where you're going to put stuff, but pretty interesting. But again, one of the things that I liked about this, it had clay. It's got a mine, potentially a second mine down here in this area. But then it just kind of wraps around and I don't know, it works. It works, but this is lots of trees, which I thought was pretty cool. Go back to the other one. I wish they also allowed you to do more save games. I don't know why they limit it to the number that they do. I'm not sure if game performance is hindered based on the loading of saves. Like the queue, the list. I'm not sure. But from my perspective, I like to have all the previous saves that I've made so that I can go back and kind of check it out and maybe like do some sort of timeline, view of what's changed. I need more saves, basically, is what I'm saying. I think I have 2 slots left and then it's maxed and I'll have to go back through and delete. So I have to selectively delete some saves. You can kind of see how long the save is taking to load though. There's so much in the game. It's taking a minute. I am dirty. I don't have any food either. Let's grab some bread. One of the things I've noticed with the food that I've kind of ignored with past playthroughs, the perks that you get with this food. Like, so the pies, you're going to get plus 40 health. You're going to get 15 kilogram weight limit increase by eating the pie. When I'm running around and building things, the kilogram weight limit is huge. The less stamina consumption, if I have to farm and do stuff, I really like the bread. And I think that's something that probably not enough people talk about. maybe I'll have to do a video on that because I don't think people really pay attention a whole lot to how that helps, the benefit that you get. For me, I think it's pretty cool. So pies, what did I say? Meat pies. Meat pies is like my number one go-to. And the bread. Bread if I'm building using or farming using a lot of stamina, and meat pies if I need to carry a bunch of stuff or if I think I want to go into a fight. Oops. It's getting to be that time. All right. Oh, I was getting some food. I need to get some bread. Okie dokie. Now, all right, let's go back over to the new section, see what more we can plunk down. I really like this tavern area. I really like the way that it turned out too. Yeah, Bunny, I understand your concern. If you eat some certain type of food like the weight limit one and you're maxed out and then it the stat turns off and then you're stuck. Yeah, that'd be a bummer. But yeah, I like the way that this tavern area is. I think it's pretty cool. I think it just the flow of things, I think it worked out pretty decently. So I'm pretty proud of that one. That one's pretty neat. Lucked out. This is still iffy. I really like the little seating area with the fire. I don't have enough of those throughout the town. I really need to incorporate more of those kinds of things. This is a smithy and a sewing hut that's not quite finished because I don't know how I feel about them being there. Just don't know how I feel about that. I'm feeling better about this area up in here, so I'm going to be committing more into this before I finish those as far as building goes. But yeah, I have a lot. I still have a lot to build. And I'll have 10 buildings left over. So based on where I stand, I have 10 buildings left. So that could be farm sheds even or something that I need to incorporate. Might be able to squeeze in some houses. I got a little generous with space on this section. Probably should not have if I wanted to max out my housing, but I don't think I'm overly concerned about maxing out the housing. But I could definitely have 2 houses within this space here. This is going to be reserved as like I don't know, a yard of some sort with some sort of, I don't know, workbenches, laundry benches or something, tanning stuff. I don't know, something. Just more stuff and things, but I could have put another house here instead. I just felt, I don't know, the orientation of the slope. I don't like having my stairs too high. I think if you're going to have the option of your house being low on the side, I think that would just make more sense that the door's there versus, like, say, if I put the door on this side, it just, I don't know, seems more logical to me. But we're getting there. We are getting there. I just need more stone. Need lots more stone. So I'm going to have more season progression too. How much stone do I have left? 306. Yeah, let's grab a little bit more. Start plunking it away. I think I can get some more logs and start working on these fences. Planks up there for that one. I'm not committed on this fence yet. So one of the things I was saying earlier, let's just get on the horse and I'll show you. So I'm a little overweight. Should have eaten a pie. I haven't started finishing out this iron fence because you can see in this section where it slopes up, these panels just are level instead of angling to the terrain. I would prefer it much more if they angled and sloped downward or upward, respectively, instead of just being perfectly level and paneled like that. I just don't like the way it looks. And I don't think a craftsman would have built it like that, paneled in such a way. But I guess all the fences that are like that do it. The plank fences do that. The log fences do that. I just don't care for it. So the stone wall, I build so many of these stone walls because it is the one that doesn't do that. It slopes and conforms to the terrain and the hills and the undulations, and I really like that. Provides a really nice look, really. The aesthetic really works. And I know a couple of the other fences, the stick fences and stuff, do that, conform to the terrain. I just wish these did. I think it would look better. I'd be more inclined to use it more. Wishful thinking, hoping for more stuff in the updates. We still have the armor and shields update coming, which I am really excited for. I really think that's going to be cool. Maybe in that one we'll get more of the decoration stuff as well that we've kind of been waiting on, and that'll be better. Add some more stuff. I think I'll just throw that in for now. Just really like the way the stone looks compared to the other. Like, it'd be nice to use this iron fence in more places. It looks okay through here because it's not so much of a slope and it doesn't look bad. So it really just needs to be more flat for it to look okay and be better. I think I'm going to do a little seating section in here. The fire is right over there, so I don't need another fire, but maybe some sort of seating section will work out. There'll be another fire up there by the tavern that's up this hill. See how this looks. Yeah, not too bad. See, the iron fence looks good from here to here. It's just when it starts going up, I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Had to do some tree chopping to make things work. Left the stumps so that they would grow back. Let's grab some planks. Maybe we'll do this plank fence right here, finish off around the tavern. Yeah, some landscaping stuff. Put in some bushes, like actual bushes, or even a tree for that matter. You'd be able to plunk down a tree. That'd be really cool. But yeah, so grass. You could just put in some grass, in a section. That'd be awesome too. Everything's relegated to the roads. As far as like, you want to get rid of unsightly stuff, you have to put a road down, and then the road itself doesn't even look all that great. It'd be great if we could do grass. That'd be cool. Grab quite a few of these planks. Yeah, might as well throw these in too here. Oops, one more. I think I can finish off this. And throw some down here. I do the leap. Ooh. Perfect amount. That worked out really well. Oh, that's a lot of logs. Can't carry that many. Mm. Don't know if I want to work on that fence. Let's see. That's planks. There's a fence up there around an orchard that I could throw these in. Start working on that house. Let's just change this up. What's my orientation here? I want that to be that. I got confused. No, I want that to be solid. Can't shimmy through there anymore. No, back. No, I want that to be a door. Okay. I think I got everything. I seem to forget a lot of these things. Throw my logs in. Then miss it. Missed it. It's going to increase my taxes building all these structures without anybody actually living in them, but I think I'm making enough money where I'm not real worried. All right. Now it's just planks and stones. Stones are a short supply. Planks I have plenty of for now. I dialed my plank production down really low because I was kind of just in the planning stage of things and I hadn't got a lot of stuff in yet. So now that I am more building, I'll probably have to increase my plank production. Good. Bunch of logs? Yeah, I do. Let's get rid of the logs. And it's nighttime again, so to go to bed. Oh, 6 planks short. I'm a horse. I think this plank fence works okay here. I didn't want it to be a code violation for building. That's too high of a landing to not have a rail of some sort. I can't do rails, so I had to resort to the fence. Getting all literal, getting all technical. Get up there. So I had intended on this house area being a tavern spot, but ended up being my house. My abode. Kind of on its own. Which it should be, right? We were talking about the manor house. That's what it should be. The Lord's Manor House. And we're wrapping up winter. Definitely need to do more decorating. I'm gonna have to put in some more street lights. This area needs some work. It's a little too I don't want to say cookie cutter, but just repetitive with merchant stalls like this, but I did want to have like a merchant area. I felt that that was kind of the way things would be done, especially when you look at Piastovia and how they have their market set up. But again, their markets doesn't look as cookie cutter. They definitely have it better, I guess. They also have more decorating options than we do. I tried to do something here, which I don't think looks too bad. And I thought about getting these vases with flowers in there for some sort of decoration, but I'm just tinkering. I'm not dead set on it. Barrels will probably get destroyed here soon because it just looks too symmetrical. Just like this does. Just a little bit too symmetrical. I don't know. We'll see. I need these kids to grow up though because I want to get somebody back into working the that not that hen house. I think I need more eggs. I need to see what I'm missing here. Oh, I'm missing flour. That's a first. Why don't I have flour? I have plenty of wheat. Maybe I dialed back my flour production so that it wasn't taking up all the wheat. That is farming. Mill. Yeah, it's only at 15%. So looks like we need to increase that just a tad. So double it and see where we are. This really isn't helpful for me. It'd be nice if it was actually telling me how much flour was truly in demand. Can I go back to my kitchens? Will that tell me? 47. Demands 47. Is that going to be for all of them? Oh, that one doesn't. What? What are you making? Nothing, because everything you want to make needs flour. So flour demand 33. That's a lot of flour. 7. What are you making? Mostly roasted meat. Okay, so that was 33, 7, and 47. So we're at 100, roughly. I'm not going to do the math. So our windmill needs to be producing times 15. So we're kind of close at that. If we're doing 8 a day times 15, that's pretty close. At 8.09, we'll bump it just to give us a little buffer. Hopefully that'll get us back on track. Don't quite need the other windmill yet. So, well, maybe we'll see. See how that goes. But that's where we are right now. That's the status of things. Growing and growing. And I think that's where I'm going to leave it today, guys. I need to cut it short. I got to go pick up kiddos from school and do that kind of stuff. And I'm going to have some new content coming out soon. So If you have not already turned on notifications for the channel, you probably could do so. I'd appreciate it. That way you'll receive a notification when something comes out, or you could subscribe and just see it on your feed that way. So until the next time, I appreciate everybody watching, and I look forward to having more discussions with you guys in the future. Thanks for watching. See ya, bunny.